Hey Leo, welcome to your read this upcoming week. I hope all is well. I hope you're doing fantastic, and I am looking forward to doing this read for you here. Guys, I am focusing in on, I was gone for a particular week because I was focusing in on my other role. I have a marketing agency, so to speak, that I focus in on content development for others. And of course, if you're interested, click the link in the description box below. But I am focusing in on you here. I do a little bit of strategy on that side, and then I do the soul side over here. So I'm happy to be here with you and balancing things out. Okay. What we're going to do is focus in on what Spirit wants you to know most. We'll get into career and money and your finance, and then we'll go into and close it out with love. So let's go ahead and dive in and take a look at what's going on for you here. If you do want a personal read, you can click the link in the description box below. Just, when you book your appointment, just scroll down all the way near the bottom and you'll find the different sessions there. Okay. So let's dive in. What's going on for Leo? Leo season. Haha. Happy birthday to all the Leos out there. Let's take a look what's going on. What is going on for Leo? What does Leo need to know most? What do we get? Okay. Anything more? What else do we get? What else do we get for Leo? What does Leo need to know most? Spirit, what do you want them to know most this week? Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, let's go ahead and dive in and take a look at what's happening here. Now, what I'm getting first here is this is the King of Cups on the right side. Okay, so this would be focusing in on balancing one's emotions out, the heart and the soul alignment, so to speak. But what I'm getting here, it's in reverse. So this is, maybe perhaps not having authority over perhaps your emotions at this moment, because what you might be doing is focusing in on your intuition. This is the High Priestess card. All right. This is a High Priestess card looking out at her, into the sky, into the realm. Right. And it's so interesting is that, like, I almost feel that you're asking for guidance in terms of balancing out emotions as it pertains to a 10 of Pentacles. Look at this. Some of you could be like, how can I balance my emotions, perhaps as it pertains even to your money or your emotions? How do I balance out my emotions, or how do I balance out my money or family issue as it pertains, and using your intuition in that process? This is really beautiful because it's both being able to kind of, like, here it's a little bit of more cloudy, but this is telepathically. I mean, you could be actually connecting to a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. It's about intuitively tapping into that to bring in long-term happiness. So it could be that maybe you're focusing in on that in some sort of way. But I do get it's a little bit cloudy there, but then you can see it while using the intuition. She's looking out at seeing a clear picture. It's like, use your intuition on this one as it pertains to your emotions or a person. If you're dealing, perhaps with a earth sign or perhaps a water sign, or this even could be you. Use your intuition to bring that long-term family happiness, wealth, security, abundance. All right. You're using your intuition to balance your emotions so you can bring this in. Okay. Because maybe you're at a certain predicament at this moment. I think that you're in a timeout. You're getting some sort of rest. And this rest is to clear the skies a little bit from this King of Cups. Clear the skies. And again, if you could be taking on that energy, and then when you tap into your intuition, you can see that it actually comes into play, right? It's actually helping you here. So I feel that that's what's going on. And then it's all about what is going to bring me my 10 of Cups, my long-term happiness, my security, my family, right? You could be having to deal with family in some sort of way. So that could be the case too. So, and it could talk about too, is like, you need to take a deep breath and kind of to inhale in, just take a deep breath in, guys. And then go ahead and let it out. Okay. Right. It's like, you need to release your worries. All right. So, take a deep breath in, focusing on your intuition, focus on what you want, and then let out all your worries because you've done very well. Your rewards are coming in. All right. And this is what Spirit wants to remind you of here. All right. You've earned this peaceful place of justice, right? And for some of you, you could be balancing out your emotions. It's like taking stock of the things that you value now, both materially and emotionally. Okay. So, and using your intuition in this process. All right. So, give highest priority to keep the blessings flowing in both directions. Okay. So, both materially and emotionally. Okay. So you've done well. This has to do with your, maybe perhaps your earthly vocation and what you desire to be of service in this world in, and you're satisfied with the path that you're on and the achievements, and you're satisfied with some sort of outcome here. And maybe you're taking a deep breath. You've gone through a lot. You know what you've gone through, and then you're resting from this to bring in some sort of balance is what I get. All right. So anything more that is important for Leo on what Spirit wants you to know most, what comes through? Wow, you got the King of Wands coming through. Wow, some of you might be in business owners, entrepreneurs, or using your creativity in some sort of way. All right, but you're getting rest, which brings in more creativity, and it's going to allow you to make some sort of decision, to bring in greater success. Okay, wow. I feel that this is, with this 10 of Wands, I should say it's a 10 of Wands. Oh, it's the King. It's the King of Wands. I'm sorry. You got the backside of him. This could be like you're getting the rest because maybe you lost some sort of creativity in some sort of way. And now you're at the moment, like at a transition point of what you're going to do. I mean, some of you made some sort of decision, and you are actually at night kind of capitalizing on how you want to move forward creatively. And whatever it is, it brought you in success, recognition, you being in the spotlight. Something that you have an accomplishment here, Leo, that you have gone through. And it's funny because we're not even on career yet or anything of the sort, but there was a decision that you made to move forward within something that you're doing, and it could be some sort of creative aspect that's going to bring in long-term happiness. And by focusing in on what you want and not the feelings of what you don't want, not being caught up into that, has helped you. And I believe that you've gone through some sort of major achievement that is coming through here. Very powerful. Anything more, Spirit, that you want Leo to know at this particular moment? What do we get? This came through. Wow. Okay, now I'll take a look at what this is. Oh my gosh. You went from, look at this. It's like you went from like an ordinary, in case it came at this, an ordinary existence to focusing in on guidance. You went from like something that was ordinary, and you listened to your highest power. And this is again, focusing on the high priestess energy. And you're listening to your own guidance on what's going to bring in the most money here. And I feel that you following your own guidance. She's looking this way on the existence in this world. It's like the shooting star, the thing that you've wanted. You want to move from the ordinary to the extraordinary, and you're doing that by tapping into your intuition and following your guidance of what brings in long-term happiness for you here. Is there anything more, Spirit, that you want Leo to know about this? Any angel guidance in this that comes through that you want them to know? Give me one card for Leo. Give me one card. Okay, there it is. Big happy changes. Yes. It just wants you to focus in on your guidance. It's going to bring you big happy changes, not only in your money and some sort of achievement, guys, very big. Okay. So let's go ahead and put this aside, and let's go ahead and focus on your career and finance and see what comes up there. Okay. So let's go ahead and use a different deck. So career and finance, for Leo, what comes out for Leo in career and finance that they need to know this particular week for Leo? What's important for Leo this week? Okay. Those three, but something flipped. Okay, I'm going to take that, and then I'm going to take these. Okay. So let's take a look at what this is. Wow. This is, again, the 10 of Pentacles. My gosh, Leo, congratulations. I mean, this has to do with some sort of beautiful opportunity. This is an opportunity of laughter, drawing closer to your family, or bringing closer what it is that you want. All right, this is focusing in on abundance, wealth, security, leaving a legacy. And I feel that you're focusing in on the work and perfecting your craft at what you do, because you're focused in on that legacy. You're not letting the emotions kind of muck things up. You're focusing, this is in the back of your mind. This is you working, this is you working with this in the back of your mind. Okay. And then I do get, there was some sort of conflict previously, or some sort of argument in the mind that was keeping something from putting on strong, solid ground, Aries energy. So I feel that there was just some sort of conflict. Give me a card on this Seven of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Now, you could have been dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but I go to Aries and then Earth energy. But give me a card on this Five of Swords for Leo. The Five of Swords for Leo. What is the Five of Swords for Leo that wants to come through? Any clarifying message on this Five of Swords? It was some sort of conflict, okay? What do we get? Look at some sort of conflict, that perspective that just wasn't balanced in the mind. And you felt like some sort of victim in some sort of way. But then you bossed up, and you, if anyone can do it, she is the card that you want to get, the Queen of Rods, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I feel this is you standing up, being strong, focusing in. I'm not going to go back to that. I don't want to go back to that yucky way of thinking. So I'm going to transform the way that I think, confidently move forward with optimism and strength. And I'm going to push forward beyond this, conflict. And I'm going to put something on strong, solid ground. Now, you could even be dealing with a partner here, because this is you got the Emperor and the Queen of Rods here. Or this is you putting something on strong, solid ground. In a situation. And this could be in a work situation. You maybe finally getting, your mindset had a lot to do with your money. All right. And you really put your nose to the grindstone on this to make the change. Okay. You're trying to do that inspired action there, is what I get. All right. Anything else that we need to know? Let's see about your career, money, and finance for Leo. What do we get? Look at new opportunity. After you've seen the bigger picture, and you guys putting an end to an old way of thinking. That's new opportunity. You saw it, you grabbed it, you acted on it. You saw the bigger picture and looked for the light in the situation. I'm not going to focus on being stuck. I'm going to focus on the light of the situation. And it's kind of like, I'm going to see the bigger picture, be strong, and focus on the light within me. And then the Spirit kind of delivers you this opportunity. This is a new job, a new opportunity, a new contract of some sort. And you're putting an end to that old way of thinking, like feeling like some sort of victim in some sort of way that was causing what? Conflict in the mind, right? And it was getting in the way of your career, money, and finance, guys, all right? But you've actually put an end to that, a successful end to that. Is there anything more that Leo needs to know about this? Career, money, and finance? What do we get? That wants to come through. There's a completion. Nice, guys. Give me one more. Here it is. Okay. So there is a completion and it's kind of like a totally new experience. You found the missing piece to the puzzle that you were looking for in the mind of that shift that you had to take. And sometimes we just got to kind of wait for time to do its work, guys. We've got to just kind of, focus in on what we want, try to find that missing piece, and still keep pushing forward. And then it's delivered at the right time. And now you're totally experiencing a new harvest because of that. Now, it could be that you are working together with others as well, but whatever this is, you're experiencing a new way of being and work in what you do, guys. Now, this could be your business. This could be a new, in your job, going that next level. All right. Whatever it is, you've got foresight and you are planning, and as you move forward. Is there any sort of advice that you need to keep in mind on career, money, and finance? What does Leo need to keep in mind? But you found the missing puzzle piece, guys. You know how you're going to maneuver. Okay. Give me a card for Leo, what they need to know in terms of anything that you want to give them in terms of their finances, any sort of advice that's going to be key, anything that's going to be helpful. Okay, what do we get? Wow. It's like, get more information, right? Focus in on doing your research, perfecting your craft on what it is that you do to overcome the conflict of feeling, why am I stuck the way that I am? And what do we get? The situation improves, going towards the light. I mean, it's like, wow, guys, get more information. For some of you, you might be at a different level than another Leo, but get more information because that missing puzzle piece is right there to be delivered for you, and it's going to bring in a totally new experience. Some of you have already hit that, and you're harvesting right now. I really think a lot of you have already hit this at this particular moment, and now it's about improving the situation, okay? So it's you're improving the situation on whatever it is that you're doing, okay? You're not letting like laziness stand in the way. And perhaps when you're looking back, you think, gosh, I could have been doing all this work beforehand and I didn't realize it. But it's okay because now you're finding that missing puzzle piece and the laziness has come to an end. The 9 is about coming to fruition. It's like you know it now, but you didn't know before. You just didn't know. And sometimes when we don't have a mentor or we seek it and we find it at the right time. And in some sort of way, it just kind of happened this way. So let's go ahead and take a look at love and what comes out for you, Leo, in love. But congratulations, you guys. You worked really hard for that. So what's coming out for love for Leo? All right, Leo in love this particular week. Just what's most important for Leo in love this week, okay? So what do we have? Let's do this. Okay, here we go. And we get a few more. What do we have? There's going to be some improvements, okay? There's going to be improvements in a situation, okay? There's going to be some sort of enlightenment that comes through, okay? The 2 of Wands is about making progress in your world. Now, you could be dealing with, maybe you're in the process of making some sort of change or shift. You might be dealing with a Capricorn or a motherly figure, and so, making some sort at a point to make some sort of choice. So, it could be that maybe you're at this point where you are focusing in on your gratitude for maybe being at this, kind of crossroads at this moment. For those of you who are single, there's going to be improvements being made, and you are in gratitude of a decision that you made in some sort of way. All right, some sort of decision that you made. All right, and what is this 2 of Wands of Swords? You're glad that you made the decision to let go of the burdens. So for those of you that are single right now, you're happy that you've let go of the burdens of a situation because now you're making progress and harvest is coming in and you're more enlightened in love, okay? And it's allowed you to get your stability and see things as they really are and get your balancing and you kind of get your bearings straight, so to speak. So I feel that for singles that is the case. And and then I do get Cupid's arrows coming through. It does say have faith that love is coming. There could be an invitation or a meeting coming through. So there could be you coming together and making progress in some sort of meeting. But you're still happy that the decision that you made, but I do get Cupid's arrow coming through. So pay attention because in the coming, within this week or up and coming, there's Cupid's arrow after some sort of separation, all right? There could be that someone's missing you in some sort of way, okay? But it is all about the now and moving forward. It's not about behaving in the past, but there is someone that's really thinking about you. Could be, I get fire, air, and fire and air are pretty heavy coming through. So interesting. It could be that passion. It doesn't have to be the sign, but that's what I'm getting. For those of you who are a couple, there is a slow progress, but there's persevering and something is going to be resurrected. All right. Now, this could have been in a situation, in some sort of way. It could have been in a situation or, it's just something that is moving very slowly, but it's solid. All right. So if you're going that next level with someone, or maybe perhaps that you're trying to resurrect something, overcome something, I do get there's a transition that is happening. All right. And it's more about teamwork and collaboration of working together. So previously, if it wasn't that case, it's all about opening the doors to work together and to focus in on the calmer waters. All right. But to go slow. As you persevere, go slow. We get the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is really solid. And again, I get earth and I do get air and I do get fire coming through. All right. So I want you to keep that in mind. Right. And you will be getting some sort of message. All right. This is Aquarius, Leo, Sagittarius. I mean, excuse me, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm thinking here. Yeah, there's a message that comes through of teamwork and collaboration that resurrects something that about, you know, and it's all about persevering. At the bottom of the deck is you, strength. All right. So this is having the strength to tame the beast within. Maybe that something needed to be tamed in terms of a situation to get to a solid ground to where you could have a conversation and kind of it's about moving on with it. There's a message. It's like, I'm moving on. I want teamwork and collaboration to rejuvenate this. Can this work that way? So there could be a conversation about that. All right. Anything more about persevering? What does it get? Persevering after holding back. And now there's a rebirth. Yeah, this is persevering now. This is the 9 of Wands. And then I get a 10. There could have been someone holding back their feelings. But, oh, this is interesting. You got 2 10s. And now it's about a rebirth. And there's a Leo lion here, right? So there's a rebirth in strength in the situation, no longer suppressing something. There's an opportunity for rebirth. There's been a resurrection. Whatever it is, I feel that in the situation, it's going to bring forth a lot of success for you in this connection. So if you're currently with someone, this is what's coming through. There is endings and a brand new beginning here, okay? And the biggest thing to keep in mind is the unconditional love that you share. There's a falling in love again. For some of you, that could be the case. You could be giving and receiving affection. You feel like falling in love again, all right? You had to both maybe perhaps focus on self-worth for a moment, maybe do some shadow work and some self-appreciation. But whatever the case may be, there is unconditional love, and it's about giving and receiving. And for some of you, you could be falling in love, all right? And you might be getting a call in this. And I'm not surprised because the Page of Swords comes through here. Now, it could be from someone younger or a younger, it's again, a new beginning. Rebirth doesn't start, from maturity. It has to start from, a seedling and move forward. So hence the Page of Swords, right? So for some of you, that's the case, but there will be some sort of love call that comes through here. Someone's going to let you know that was suppressing something before, whether that's you or the other person. Something was being suppressed before that won't, and someone's going to be thinking about you or you're thinking about them, and someone's going to say something here, okay? It could be a phone call, a conversation, okay? But I do get success and something's blooming here. All right, so I'm going to leave it there, guys. Note your comments, like, and subscribe. And if you want a personal read, click the link in the description box below. And until next time, namaste.